What if a single sentence could shatter the perfect life of a billionaire? It happened on an ordinary night, inside a glittering restaurant where power was dressed in tailored suits and fortunes were signed over dinner. A waitress, young and unnoticed, approached the table. She smiled politely, but then her eyes caught something strange. A ring, not just any ring, but one her mother had cherished for decades. Without thinking, she whispered, "Hi, sir. My mother has a ring just like yours." The billionaire froze. His face went pale, because that ring carried a secret he never wanted revealed. The restaurant was alive with soft music and hushed laughter, a sanctuary for the wealthy. Crystal glasses clinked, chandeliers spilled golden light, and every movement was polished perfection. At the corner table sat Richard Calloway, a billionaire known as much for his ruthless business empire as for his public charm. His navy suit was crisp, his watch worth more than most homes. To everyone else in the room, he was untouchable, but not to her, the waitress. Her name was Elena. She wasn't supposed to notice anything except orders and plates, but her eyes stopped on the ring, a thick gold band etched with strange, swirling pattern. Her breath caught. Her mother had one exactly like it. Passed down, she'd said, from someone long ago. Elena had seen it 100 times and even tried it on once as a child. And now here it was, on the hand of a billionaire. She couldn't help herself. As she set his drink down, the words tumbled out. "Hi, sir. My mother has a ring just like yours." The table went silent. Richard's hand froze midair. The smile slipped from his face. For the first time that evening, he looked directly at her, really looked. His eyes narrowed, searching, calculating. His friends chuckled awkwardly, brushing it off as small talk. But Richard wasn't laughing. He cleared his throat, muttered something in French under his breath, and quickly hid his hand beneath the tablecloth. Elena felt heat, rushed to her cheeks. She hadn't meant to offend, but something about his reaction made her heart pound. Why would a billionaire care about a waitress mentioning her mother's ring? Unless it wasn't coincidence. The rest of the night was strange. Richard barely touched his food. His gaze kept flicking toward her, sharp and uneasy, as Elena cleared his table. He leaned forward just slightly. His voice was low and deliberate. "Don't ever say that again. Do you understand?" The word sent a chill through her. She nodded, stepping back, but inside, curiosity gnawed at her. What was it about that ring? Later, she mentioned it casually to her manager. He frowned and told her to drop it. People like him don't like questions, he warned, especially about things personal. But Elena couldn't let it go. That night at home, Elena asked her mother again about the ring. Her mother, Maria, was washing dishes when the question landed. "Mom, where did you get it really?" Maria sighed, drying her hands. She hesitated before answering. "It was given to me a long time ago, by someone I loved, someone who couldn't stay." Elena pressed, but Maria shook her head, her eyes misting with memories. Some stories are better left in the past. But Elena couldn't sleep. That ring on Richard Calloway's hand. It was the same, down to every detail. The next week, Richard returned. Same table, same suit, same ring. Elena's stomach tightened as she approached. She tried to stay silent, but her eyes betrayed her, flicking toward the gold band. Richard noticed. "Do you still think your mother has a ring like this?" he asked quietly. She nodded. "Yes, sir. Exactly like that." He leaned back, studying her. "What's your mother's name?" "Elena," she replied. "Maria." The color drained from his face. He quickly stood, leaving a wad of cash on the table. "I won't be coming back here," he muttered. And then he was gone. Elena stood frozen, questions swirling. Why did her mother's name rattle him? What connection did they share? Days later, a black car pulled up outside their small apartment. Elena peeked through the curtain as a driver in a dark suit delivered a letter. Her mother opened it slowly. Her hands trembled as she read. Tears welled in her eyes. "What is it, Mom?" Elena asked. Maria looked at her daughter, her voice breaking. "It's him. Richard. He knows." Elena's heart raced. "Knows what?" Maria took a deep breath. That ring, it wasn't just a gift. It was a promise. Richard Calloway and I, we were in love. Before he became who he is now. And before he left me, he gave me that ring. And Elena, her voice cracked. You're his daughter. The truth struck like lightning. Elena couldn't breathe. All this time, her absent father, the man her mother never spoke of, was a billionaire. The following evening, Richard himself appeared at their door. His expression was tight, torn between guilt and fear. I never meant for you to know, he said. His voice was softer now, stripped of arrogance. But when I saw you at that restaurant, I knew. Elena's anger boiled over. You left us. You walked away and built your empire while we struggled. Richard's eyes glistened. I thought leaving was the only way to protect you. My world is dangerous, ruthless. If they knew about you, he paused, his voice breaking, you'd be a target. Maria stood between them, tears streaming down her face. The past is the past, she whispered. But Elena deserves to know the truth. Richard nodded. Slipping the ring from his finger, he placed it in Elena's hand. This was always meant for you. I can't undo the years I missed, but I can be here now. If you'll let me. Elena stared at the ring. The weight of it felt heavy with betrayal, love, and possibilities. After a long silence, she finally spoke. I don't care about your money. I just want honesty. No more secrets. Richard lowered his head. Then that's what you'll have. That night, Elena's world changed forever. A single sentence, an innocent observation, unraveled a lifetime of lies. She had found her father, not in a way she imagined, not in a way that healed every wound, but in truth. And sometimes, truth is the most powerful inheritance of all.